Hello students, today we'll continue with chapter 3, force and pressure, and with the new topic, atmospheric pressure. The gases evolved surrounding the earth is called atmosphere. Due to its mass, atmosphere exerts a force on earth's surface. The force exerted by earth's atmosphere per unit area of earth's surface is called atmospheric pressure. And it is estimated that the pressure exerted by Earth's atmosphere has a value of 10 to the power 5 Pascal. Unlike solids, fluids also exerts pressure. Fluids means liquids and gases. And the factors on which the liquid pressure depend is height of the liquid column and density of the liquid. We'll demonstrate with an activity. For this, as you can see in this diagram, you require a glass tube with both ends open, balloon and water. Take a glass tube and tie the balloon tightly at the lower end of the tube. Hold it in a vertical position. Now pour water inside the tube till it is half filled. What you will observe? You will find that the balloon starts bulging. This is because the pressure exerted by the water due to its weight. Hence, we can conclude that liquid exerts pressure. Now pour some more water in the tube. As you can see in the third figure, pour some more water. What do you observe now? You will find that the bulge in the balloon increases. This shows that pressure increases with the height of the liquid column. Now moving on to the next, that is the formula on which the liquid pressure depends. Pressure is equal to H rho G, where H is the depth of the water and rho is the density of the water, G acceleration due to gravity. Now how we are getting this formula? Earlier you know that pressure is equal to force by area. For this I have just brought the derivation also. We know that pressure is equal to force by area. Force is mass into G mg. You also know that density is equal to mass by volume. Therefore, mass is equal to density into volume. This volume will go this side, density into volume. Hence, we write mass is equal to density into volume. Now, volume is equal to length into breadth into height. Instead of length into breadth, we can write area. So volume is equal to area into h. Now write in terms of area. Area is equal to, this h will go this side, so it will be volume by height. Putting this equation 2 and 3 in the first equation A. So what we will get when you simplify, when you substitute the value of force, mass and area, we'll get this relation pressure is equal to H rho G. That means pressure is directly proportional to the depth of the liquid, density of the liquid and acceleration due to gravity. Now watch this diagram. There are 3 holes and hence 3 different height or depth of the liquid. So you can see the third depth height, that is this third hole, exerts the more pressure, and you can see how the liquid is going farther in the third hole as compared to the first and the second. So that means liquid exerts more pressure with the depth of the height. As deep we go, pressure will be more. Moving on to the next topic, that is again an experiment which verifies that atmospheric pressure. For this, you will require a tin can, water and a burner. Take a tin can and pour some water in it. Heat it with the mouth open. This will heat the air inside and hence drive it out with the can. Now quickly close the mouth of the can with its cap. Pour some cold water on it. What do you observe? You will observe that the tin gets crushed from all sides. What is the reason why it happens? On heating the can, the air trapped inside it is expelled. As the can is closed, no more air can enter inside it. Now pouring the cold water on the can, the steam, that is the hot air left inside the can, condensed into water. Hence there is no air inside the can now. This results low pressure inside the can. Therefore, the atmospheric pressure outside the can presses from all sides which crush the can.